rolling. We got Rutty in the building. How you doing today, my brother?
I'm blessed, man. I'm all the way here, man, with Kel, man.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Man, so this is Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Talk about where you're from, though.
I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, man. It's a little Detroit, I would say. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of history from Detroit to Youngstown. You know what I'm saying? The Ready Rock Boys, all the way back to the mob. You know what I'm saying? So the connection been there on that, you know, on the turnpike. You know what I mean?
No, it's an interesting way to phrase it. It's a little Detroit, like a mini Detroit village, huh?
It is because, you know, we listening to all the Detroit artists. We booking them for the shows, for the features, and we moving just like the Detroit would move. You know what I mean? We got, you know, the liquor stores everywhere. We got the, you know, the hoods everywhere. It's all the same, but it's the Midwest basically. You know what I'm saying? So basically, cats from Detroit coming to, you know what I'm saying, Ohio, to the Youngstowns, you know, to do what they do. You know what I mean?
Very cool. Yeah, man. So coming here to Detroit, to kind of promote your artistry out here because, you know, Detroit has the spotlight on it right now. This is the best spot to come to.
For
kind of
sure.
talk about how you marketed that decision and made that decision.
It was already in the making from my manager and Cardo, and we was bunkies together in the pen. We did some time together. You know what I mean? So while I was locked up with him, you know, he was already seeing me writing raps every count time and doing stuff like that. So he was already like, man, you need to come to the D, you know, and mess with these different artists, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we just started setting it up from there, and it came to this right here, you know what I mean?
Very cool. I'll talk about your manager a little bit. How do you, a lot of people are debating if they should have a manager, if they should not have a manager. So what helped you make a decision in having a manager?
The decision with him was pure. Like, he came to me like, how can I help you? You know what I mean? And I told him, I just need you to, you know, anything you think that's good for me, that ain't good for me, or anything you think that could help me further, you know, what we got going. You know what I mean? Like, I need you. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, I see what you got going on. It wasn't about no money. It wasn't about nothing. It was just genuine relationship and somebody that want to see you win, and there's somebody that you trust and don't mind, you know what I'm saying, letting, you know what I'm saying, when the paper do come in, he get his percentage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I like that approach. How can I help you? Because I always tell people, like, when you want to work with somebody, don't ever say to them, here, I can do this for you, I can do that for you, I can do this for you, I can do that for you. Instead, come up to them and say, what can I do for you?
Right.
How can I help you? Where can I fit in?
Right.
So that's the true intentions were there.
Right. It was pure.
Yeah.
It was pure because most people want to come in and charge you for being monthly for being your manager. When ain't no residuals coming in, we steady dumping the bag. Every day we dumping bag, studio, podcasts, interviews, videos, features. You know what I'm saying? We steady dumping the bag as an independent artist. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't come to me about that because we already been getting money. You know what I'm saying? We been getting money. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't even part of it. It was just basically like, I see what you got going on. I see your drive. I see your ambition. How can I help you? And it's all. I loved him since we got to know each other. We was bunkies.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, it was just all love, and it's just genuine. And like you said, Detroit got the spotlight, and why wouldn't I be trying to, you know, this genuine? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't I be the Ohio guy, the Detroit cats, you know, mess with, fuck with? You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, because
we
they're already
right next door.
Yeah.
We right next door, and we already booking Detroit artists for everything. Or we bumping in them. I listen to that shit. My female listen to that shit. My woman, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we listening to.
Yeah.
So why not come up here and bump heads and mingle and, you know, get in the mix?
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I totally agree with that. Yeah, it would be interesting because you already seen what we did with Oakland and stuff like that. And Ohio's literally right down the street, just like you said.
Literally.
What's the scene like over there? What's the scene like in Ohio?
Right now, I feel like Ohio looking for an identity. That's the main thing. Like, you you got cats that want to be like the Detroit guys. They want to dress like them, look like them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no wrong with that because we all from the Midwest. But then you got cats that want to rap like them, steal their cadence. You got everybody running around sound like Real, sound like Peasy. You know what I'm saying? Or sounding like the Louis Rays or whoever else. But that's cool. That's your influence. But we from Ohio, we got to get our own identity. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what we lacking. You know what I'm saying? We lacking our own identity.
Who is like the person that kind of stands out in Ohio right now as far as artists are concerned? Do you guys have that guy?
I'm gonna say Trippie Redd and like Dope Boy from Ohio. I mean from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
And Trippie Redd from Canton, Ohio. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say them two cats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's another cat, Vano, Montana, Midwest Millie. You know what I'm saying? They always up here. You know, Vano and Icewear Vezzo like best friends. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he always up here and he from Columbus. You know what I'm saying? So it's cats rubbing the right elbows. It's just like ain't none of us got that hit record yet.
Yeah, I mean, even in Michigan, I mean, you got to think about it like this, right? Detroit's obviously popping off the spotlights here, and then we got Flint, which isn't too far away from here, and they're just building a name of themselves.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. It's going to be the same thing with Ohio, I'm assuming, where eventually.
That's what I'm praying for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That it ain't too far off from down the road that we get the spark. You know what I'm saying? Lit to our brothers, our cousins next door.
What's the similarities like of growing up in Ohio and what you've seen here in Detroit?
The neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that first because the neighborhoods look exactly like how this look in Youngstown, but just not as big. Like when you go house, field, apartment, field, house. That's a lot of that in the Youngstown area. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff tore down and vacant, you know what I mean? And the apartments empty. Like, it look a lot like Youngstown, just on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I'm going to say how people treat you up here. Like, it's the hood. And Youngstown the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Michigan get ranked, I mean, Detroit, Michigan get ranked in a lot of stuff, Youngstown be right behind y'all as far as like the poorest city or the most poverty or the lowest job working, whatever that be. Like the most people ain't working or whatever. Like the unemployment. It's the same for the we always make it for one of the worst cities or the highest killing rate for the population. It's Youngstown. It's Detroit. It's Chicago. It's Midwest. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
That's the similarities. You know what I'm saying? The violence. You know what I'm saying? And the poverty. You know what I mean? And it come from here to Youngstown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing that's interesting. It's like so it's just not as big as the difference.
That's it. It just ain't as big. We was at like 2000. I'm gonna say 2000. I was just reading this. I like reading and stuff and looking up the history and stuff. Back in like 2002, I want to say the population in Youngstown was almost like 200,000. I want to say either 99 or the beginning of 2000 was almost 200,000. Right now, it's like 60. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everybody that left, that's 140,000 people.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? We was known for like the steel companies and like we would have a lot of steel mills in Youngstown. You know what I mean? And once all them closed down, everything messed up, man. You know what I mean? And, you know, everybody was moving in, you know what I'm saying? But everybody moved out once the steel mills closed and schools closed and hospitals closing, you know, and no more jobs. So people going elsewhere to work, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously similarities. Like you said, it's just a population difference because it does make you think, like, if two cities are living the same exact way for the most part, why is the music scene so fucking different? Like, why is there so much spotlight in Detroit but not as much in Ohio?
It's the population, and then you got to think, you know, what goes around comes around. You know, Detroit always been known for Motown, for Hitsville, USA. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a matter of time before it came back around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this was already known for, you know, Motown. It's Motown Records. You know what I'm saying? This is where everybody come and trying to get signed and get, you know, Berry Gordy. It's the same place. It's just a different generation.
Right on.
You know what I mean?
Talk a little bit about yourself, man, as far as your artistry is concerned. What was the day that you decided to start a career in music?
The first day I really got serious was I don't remember the exact date, but was when I dropped my first album. It's back when you had to press them up, you know what I mean, and get with the distributor that way. I'm gonna say 06, 07. I hooked up with my dude T Fly. Don Cody got slaps. And that's when we dropped Already a Superstar. So 07, man, I've been rapping since 07, like really investing in myself and taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? Before streaming and all that.
Yeah, man. 07, that's, quite a while. And like you said, that was the time where there was no social media. So out there, you had to get out there.
MySpace, but we just had to get out here.
But were people tapping in on MySpace?
I mean, if you was popping, but not in our city. Not in our city. But
so MySpace was working for artists?
I mean, as a teenager, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. As a teenager, like back then I was, a teen. I was still in school. So, I mean, it was cool, you know what I mean? But now, it mean more than anything. That was just the beginning steps of it. But right now, it's all about the IG, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
Yeah,
Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff. But
back then, really made you want to be like a Master P or a Bird, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You really had to go out here and get it. You couldn't just luck up on a one-hit wonder because you went viral. You really had to go out here and put your footwork in and make the connections. And that's what helped me to get here today on this couch. Me making the connections and meeting the right people and being solid and getting the vouchers from the right people to end up, you know what I'm saying, bumping heads, you know what I'm saying, with cats from up here. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because, like, you think about it, man. It's like back when you didn't have the exposure of social media, you're right, your goals were to be big time. But now everybody's kind of goals is just to be Instagram celebrities. And there's not much work involved in it for real besides consistency and a little bit of talent.
And you ain't got no paper either unless you're getting paid for them posts or some sponsorship or people paying you to post.
Yeah.
Like now people just want to be famous and not wealthy.
Yeah, that's the truth, man.
Yeah.
There's so many people with a clout, but like literally they don't make any money.
Facts.
I know people. I had a friend. He was telling me about his comedy stuff on Instagram, and he's averaging 100,000 views, thousands of comments. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. He's like, yeah, but I haven't seen $1, bro. $1.
Yeah, look at where you stand at, what house you driving, like, you know what I mean? Like that all make a difference.
Yeah.
Like, I might not get as many points as you get, I mean, plays or views as you get, but I might be getting more back end than you because my business together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? All you need is your fan base and your lane. You know what I mean? If I get 10, 20,000 people to download my mixtape every time it drop, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Once you go to shows, network, features.
I've been getting paid for features lately. You know what I'm saying? It just started popping off in the last like 2-3 months after I dropped this Icewear Vezzo single.
Yeah, let's talk about the Icewear Vezzo single a little bit, man. Obviously, Vezzo just got signed, and he's another person who's been rapping for quite a while, and he finally got a major opportunity to be working with him substantially. He just did some work with Kodak Black. Talk about your experience working with him.
It was a great one. Like to come where we come from, you know what I mean? Like, and to meet bro like motivation. Cause like you said, he been rapping just as long as I've been rapping.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So he was around when the MySpace. He was around when you had to print your CD up. You know what I'm saying? The first Clarity.
Yeah.
The first Clarity, I want to say, dropped in like the 2000, before 2010. I want to say 09, 2010, somewhere around there. So like, bro was motivation. You know what I'm saying? And to hook up with him, it was only right because I seen it on the way out of here. I seen him on the way up. You know what I'm saying? I had did the song like around the time when he did the Up the Skull with Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? So I seen what was about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that I was with my manager and, you know, with Von Classic, shout out Von. Like, it was just only right. And Von was telling me, like, man, you need to hook up with Vez, your sound, the way shit you be talking about, the way you come on. Like, you need to hook up with bruh. And that's just what I did. I took his advice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And bro fucked it with me. You know what I'm saying? It was all genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people listen to the song, he just fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? When we met, it was genuine. You know what I'm saying? And still love. You feel me?
Right on. And what was this reciprocation for the song?
It was a great reciprocation. Shout out DJ Chip Banks at 102.3 in Youngstown Jams, Loud 102.3. I world premiered it on my city radio station, and that was huge to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to come where I come from, like, I never thought I'd see that. I used to listen to the radio in the county jail and in prison and, you know, hope to be on it, wishing that my song get played on it. And here I am, you know what I'm saying, having an opportunity to world premiere it in my town radio. You know what I'm saying? So that was big.
Yeah.
And the single did a lot for my town. Like, you know, no matter how it ended up for me, I just want to give my city hope.
Yeah, man.
To make it feel like, damn, Rutty bumping the, you know what I'm saying, bumping shoulders with this guy, this different rapper, this different producers. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Because from where I'm from, it's hard.
Yeah, man.
It's hard.
Yeah,
you know
and I feel like even when Vezzo brought out Kodak Black here, I felt like that was substantial for the city. Like, it did give everybody hope. Like, damn, everybody's fucking with us. Like,
Man, that was huge.
Yeah.
That's Kodak.
And
man.
so that's something like you feel like in Ohio, because the scene's kind of like limited right now. When you bring a Vezzo song, it's like, damn, bro, like I'm doing this for everybody too.
And that's what it did. That's what it did. And the city respected it. Like, you gonna have your haters, like Vezzo got his haters here. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. If you ain't doing it, if you must be doing something right if you got haters.
Yeah.
If you ain't doing nothing right, ain't nobody gonna care about what you doing. And that's just how it goes. You got KL haters. You know, the other podcasts or the other interviewers, you know how this shit go.
Everything,
you know what I'm saying?
everything.
So, but guess what? That means you must be doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a guy that just, I just posted it a minute ago. This guy was like, yo, man, you look like a bum. He's like, and I know you got money. And I was like, I posted, I was like, bro, it's like crazy how people, you know what was really crazy recently that happened to me is I went to a party. It was my friend's birthday party a few days ago. It was in Detroit. And I go in there, and this dude I walk up to looked like he wanted to beat my ass the second he looked at me. So I knew he had a problem with me before, whatever. And I walk up to him, and then he kind of put his fist down. And he kind of like relaxed. And he's like, bro, I can't even hate you because you're just yourself, man. And I was like, that's so crazy how people hate on you, but then when they see you face to face, they turn it off like, oh shit, like,
he cool dude.
Yeah,
once he get to meet you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, one thing about me, my background and the shit I done, and you know, back when I was a young bull, like it kind of altered the fact that how people think I might not be approachable. Cause I done been to jail for murder, did time for it, and came home and, you know, had the other little, you know, street stories. So people might look at me like, damn, is he a savage or this? When I'm really just a guy that just don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you. You fuck with me, I'm gonna take it to you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like with that being said, he was ready to beat you up before he got to really get to see you and know you.
Yeah.
So from the outside looking in, I got hate coming because they like, damn, this cat, who he think he is? He going here, he going there. He got songs with this person, videos. He had KL, he down here. So just instead of them tapping in with me and trying to get involved, man, and click up and get some money together, they'd rather hate. And hate on my downfall and wish that they surpass what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And that's the crab in the bucket theory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if you look at any other industry, it's not really like that. This is like the only industry where you can get killed for being involved in it. When it comes to main careers like the entertainment scene, like if you're a lawyer, yeah, maybe somebody will do some snake shit to get your whatever, fuck you up, like your law shit or whatever. But in the entertainment industry, it's like, no, I'm gonna try to get you killed or hurt or something's gonna chain snatch. Something's gonna happen to you.
It's like the streets. It's the most, like, besides being a drug dealer, this is like the second most dangerous job in the world. You know what I mean? And it's drug dealer rapper.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's just how it is. You know what I mean? But I don't do this for the fame. I don't really even do it for a bag. I do it because it's my passion. I don't know what else would drive me to wake up and make me keep going if it wasn't for this shit. That's the difference. Like, if it wasn't for the music, I'd have been gave up. You know what I mean? I've been through a lot of different shit. And some shit that people wouldn't even have been able to keep going from. But I thank God I have. And I think a lot of it got to do with the music.
When you see, like, I don't know if you follow like HEs and stuff like that and those social media outlets, and when you see artists like losing their lives daily and stuff like that because of their music and just maybe because they're involved in the street life, what's your perspective on it? Like when it's happening?
Personally, I feel like if cats got the blessing to start getting paid from the rap and really doing shows and getting features and getting some real money, they shouldn't even be involved with the day-to-day street shit that other people gotta involve themselves with just to put food on the table, just to pay the light bill, just to pay the rent, just to pay the, you know, car note. You know what I mean? And that's real. You know what I'm saying? Once you're able to get blessed in this, to get paid for something that you love to do, that ain't work no more. That means you need to be content with this and appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Why do you think it happens though? Like, okay, if you made it as a rapper, let's say, even if you're just making $300,000 a year as a rapper, okay, why are you in the streets still? Why are some of these rappers staying?
I think it's because they feel like they got a persona to uphold, that they got to live what they rapping about. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is, it's the people that they still got in their lives. You get what I'm saying? If you know, overnight you done blew up off this viral song and you starting to get paid $10,000-$20,000 for shows, $5,000-$10,000 for features. Now you still hanging out with JoJo and Chris and Lil Bobo. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And these cats ain't getting what you got. So how else to keep it going for these cats? Now you getting a bag still. Now your bag is bigger, so you dumping bows or you dumping this on cats. Now you coming pulling up in the hood. You still got the blicky with you. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I'm still in it, but I still got to go do this show in Memphis. I still got to do this show in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it do. It's the people that they still surround themselves with once they blow up. You know what I'm saying?
How do you maintain your own lifestyle as far as that's concerned?
As far as what, a rapper or?
Yeah, as far as being a rapper, that obviously, like you said earlier, you've been through a lot in your life, and I'm sure you've gotten involved in a lot of things. And how do you delegate that while maintaining a rap career?
Right now, it's real estate for me.
Real?
Yeah, before I walked in, I just got a blessing. I'm waiting on this offer on my on this last deal.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting on my realtor to call me on that, inshallah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I'm living right now.
Well, I'm saying, as far as you have to stay with your friends that you grew up with, but you also have to go do shows and stuff like that. And so, like, to not get caught up with it and know, like, how would you handle that situation? Let's say you get signed tomorrow. How do you handle the future of your career and the people that you associate yourself with?
You gotta be cut and dry. The people that you know good for you, you gotta put them in position to continue to be good for you, and now they're getting paid to be a part of your business. And then the people that you know really wasn't good for you, like they was only around because they was leeches, or they was only around for this, or because they could use your name to get a girl, or they could use your name to get good, like a hood pass, or if they're in the wrong neighborhood and be like, oh, I'm cool with you know what I mean? Get them people away from you. You gotta surround yourself around bosses. You continue to be a boss and just put people in position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line. Like if somebody asked me earlier, like, you know, like, Rutty, you believe in yourself? Somebody hit me in my DM, I'm like, yeah, since day one. And then they mentioned me having a team. That's something that I always felt like I got people locked up. If my guys wasn't in the penitentiary, I would have came in here deeper. But I done been backstabbed and crossed so much that you really don't need that. You only need your cameraman, your manager, or whoever else to handle the business or whatever, and go from there. Because everybody around there don't want to check anyway. They're going to want to get something for KL for being around KL. They're going to feel entitled because their time is involved. So when somebody's time involved, they feel like they should get paid for their time, just like they at work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's just difficult for independent artists, though. But for the most part, though, we here, though.
No, yeah, no, I hear you, man.
We here, though.
It's not like you go to school for this shit.
Yeah, like, it's rough. It's rough, KL. I ain't gonna lie. It should be rough, but it be all worth it at the end. Because if you gave up on what you got going on, then you fail. And you don't fail till you give up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about, you know, obviously, I mean, I know you mentioned like some type of, you got locked up for a while and all that stuff. Kind of the experience a little bit and what it built inside of you going through that experience.
Being locked up was like being buried alive. You know what I'm saying? And it was a fucked up situation, but I learned so much from it. I met great people while being locked up, like my manager. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was fucked up being away from my kids, my family, and all that, but it taught me to be, like, strong, and it taught me to not give up hope. Because I was facing life in prison. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to come home, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But my mother and everybody just kept telling me, you going to come home, you going to come home. And I ended up coming home.
How much time were you expecting to face for so much time you faced?
My my discovery said 25 to life. That's what I was facing. The max. That's what I was facing. 25 to life. And I ended up doing 6 years. I ended up copping out to a felony one. A voluntary manslaughter. It gave me 3 for the murder, 3 for the gun. Ran it all together.
Yeah.
Like 6 years total.
Man.
Yeah.
And was it a surprise to be let out earlier, or was it like something you were just knowing eventually is gonna happen?
Nah, it's like I just start understanding the law of attraction and the energy and talking things into existence. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something I started learning, the secret. You know what I'm saying? And different shit like that. And getting into my mind. I was in that cell a lot alone. So it taught learned myself and learned like my spirituality got stronger. You know what I mean? I started praying more. I started doing all that. And I seen the other guys around me it was just giving up hope. Because when they put you in jail for them type of charges, you around people with all them type of charges. So I was on a murder pot, you know what I mean? So I'm around cats that don't give a fuck. No, it's over with. Like, I don't give a fuck. Send me to prison. They beating up COs, spitting on motherfuckers. They don't give a fuck. I'm in there with a sense of still caring and got my mom coming to see me, sister, kids. I still got the support system. So it's like I couldn't give up. My people wouldn't let me give up and become a total animal. You know what I'm saying? And not have hope that if I would have came home. You know what I mean?
Man.
You know what I mean? And that was the difference maker, KL.
Yeah. And so getting out of there, that the way you did helped with you spiritually, because it gave you belief that like if you really just keep that mindset inside, that it will work out eventually.
Yeah. And for anybody who's seeing this, watching this, listening, just keep your eye on the prize and stay down, and that shit gonna happen for real though.
Yeah.
For real though. No lie.
What similarities do you see as far as Detroit's music scene compared to Ohio's music scene? Do you feel like you guys do something different, or it's kind of like sampling Detroit style? What's the sounds happening over there?
We sampling. Shit, you know, I mean, I ain't saying I don't sound like none of them cats because I've been rapping. I know I perfected my sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, evolving and, growing. But for the most part, you ain't hearing me stealing no cadences or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it ready. But that's what's going on, man. Cats went everywhere, though. Not just Ohio. I heard Moneybag Yo just steal the Rio cadence. Drake did it. I heard Drake do it. He restarted his verse and did it all over. That's real. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I heard cats rapping like cats. But for the most part, it's just like you heard cats rapping like Lil Baby, Young Thug, and all them cats when Atlanta was hot. Or cats wanted to be like Mike Jones, Paul Wall when Houston was popping. Like, or you feel me? Or the same thing with Cali or Jigga or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just y'all, y'all got the ball. Y'all got the ball. You know what I mean?
I wonder, like, you know how you see so many, like, knockoff versions of, like, famous rappers like Lil Baby and stuff like that? I wonder if there's a market for them, or are those people who are just trying to make it that just don't realize they're copying somebody completely?
It got to be a market because you got, what's his name? Perkio.
Yeah, but, like, what about all the other 500 people that are doing it? Like, that guy's different, though, because he looks like him. There's so many things that, like...
It's the Drake looking like.
But that's, like, so rare to actually be stamped as that dude. But what about the guys that are, like...
Trying to sound like
them, but they don't, they have their own look and thing, and they're not trying to be a duplicate. Right. Like, do they make money, or is that just, like... Are they just fucking wasting their time?
It's hard, but I ain't gonna say that because it's a lot of cats that blew up that sound like a lot of cats that to me though.
You think so?
For sure.
Yeah, maybe like Polo or G. I'm hearing that a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. All the cats that use the auto tune down south really sounded like or steal sauce from the next cat. Like NBA YoungBoy wanted to be like Thug. About the charm everything, he sounded like Thug for a minute until he found himself, and now he sound like YoungBoy. You know what I'm saying? But at first he sounded like Thug. Yeah. Thug sounded like Future. You get what I'm saying? Until he found Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got who they look up to and might sound like Skilla Baby was just here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they fucking with Skilla, but to me, he sound like a little Sada. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So, yeah, like you feel me? It's cadence, everything. Like, but he popping this shit hard. You know what I'm saying? They fucking with it, so it ain't a good thing, but it's like you fucking with the person. All right, Jay-Z he sounded like Biggie for a minute. People were saying he stole his rhyme book. He was stealing rhymes.
Damn.
Nas was at him. Like, this back in the history of hip-hop. You gonna want to sound, I love Gucci, man. I took my ad-libs. I want my shit to sound like Gucci, Jeezy. I wanted to be the most trapper rapper ever in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I looked it up to. I wanted my label to be like a Master P, No Limit. I wanted to drop as many CDs and have as many artists as Master P. You know what I mean? So we all got influence for real. And it's a market because you just got to stay down and people going to start liking you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to stay consistent.
Consistent, right?
Yeah.
Regardless, even if you sound like somebody else for a little while, eventually you're going to develop your own style,
Facts.
and then you already got the fan base there.
Everybody, when you first start rapping, you don't sound like a hit maker.
Yeah.
That's rare. You gonna sound like somebody else that influenced you.
Right. Absolutely.
Everything about you, the way you dress, the way you sound, it's gonna come from somewhere. You ain't just gonna wake up being a motherfucking player and just having the sauce. You gotta learn it. You gotta create it.
When you guys look at Detroit, what artists do most guys consider the one?
Vezzo. Cats on around Icewear. You know what I'm saying? But you got Peasy, just Team Eastside.
So team
over there.
So over there, they're
they
don't
headlock.
So when you guys when they think of Detroit, they don't think of Eminem. They think of like what's going on in the more so underground mainstream surface.
Yeah, Eminem, you know, he did what he did and was respected and was great, and it'll never be done again. You feel me?
Yeah.
What M did will never be done again. You know what I mean? He was different. You know what I mean? But it's them cats' turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's what, if you ain't fucking with that Team Eastside, anywhere in there, to the MCD, to the, you know what I'm saying, to the GTs, and them cats ain't even Team Eastside, but they part of it. Like, you got to tap in. That's who cats listening to.
Yeah.
And you know, the Louis Rays and the YNs and all that shit, they fuck with up under Peasy from the Flints and all around the outside.
So you just know all your hip hop history. Shit.
Yeah,
you know what the
I
fuck's
know.
going on inside and out of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call you sometimes.
Yeah,
Just like, yo, man,
yeah.
just tell me what's going on.
Yeah. I be up here. And I love it, though. I love it. It's different when you love it. Like, that's just my passion. You know what I'm saying? So I wake up and live and walk and talk and breathe this shit. You know
Now, do you have a group or anything like that, or are you independent?
That's we good. We straight, man. I'm the CEO and the mascot, man. It's nothing, you know.
What does it say on it?
We good. We straight.
We good, we straight. What is that? What
That's
is
my
it?
label.
We good, we straight.
We good, we
Okay.
straight. Everybody love money. You know what I'm saying?
What made you
Shout out Chet.
What made you name it that?
We good. We straight. The meaning of that was like, when I first said it was like 07. It was like I was rapping it, but I thought about it, I'm like, the phrase hard. And it mean like, we good, we straight over here. We don't care about what y'all got going on. That mean like, we worried about us. We doing us. I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? But it's really we doing us over here. So it's like, you know, I'm good, I'm straight. Somebody asks you how you doing, you be like, I'm good, I'm straight.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't worried about nothing. You know, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm cool. What you got going on? You know, is you all right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where it come from. Like, basically being self-reliant on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to worry about nobody else. I'm good over here. I'm straight over here.
Right.
I don't need your help. You know what I'm saying? But we can come together and build. But on the most part, if you fuck with me or not, I'm still going to be good. I'm still going to be straight.
Yeah. Man.
That's what it means.
Now, when you have worked in Detroit, obviously you worked with Vezzo. Now, is there any other artists that you look at and say, you know, this would make sense for me to work with this person?
Already got some shit on the way with DZ, with F&B. That video, that only made sense, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm trying to tap in. My manager, he tight with Baby Money Road manager.
Oh, cool.
So that's what we got. What we working on that right now, linking in, tapping in with Baby.
Yeah, that would be interesting. He's really, really the next one up, I believe. Like, I mean, he already kind of is up, but
Yeah.
it's crazy to see how that kind of happened. You know what I'm saying? And that would be a good decision. But DZ is legendary too. Now, if you look at where you're at with your music career, do you feel like you've gotten the reciprocation you deserve from your own city?
I'm starting to, but for what I done and what I accomplished, nah. I'm supposed to be at the top of everybody's list.
What do you think it is, man? Like, cause I look at that shit sometimes too. Like, damn, we did so much work. We kept it consistent. We kept the quality there. We stuck to our name and our brand. Why the fuck isn't the support as heavy as it?
I don't be doing enough hollering, but it's just that niggas can't fuck with us. Like my video quality, everything about me. You know what I'm saying? My presence, my stage presence, performance, all the way down to this type of shit. Interviews. Cats can't come on KL and talk and sound like they got some sense, or keep a conversation going.
I've had to kick people out. Yeah,
this ain't easy. This ain't easy. It's like a talk show. This ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for the most part, it's just like ain't nobody blue from my town. So that's why the problem is everybody want to be the first one, instead of pushing one, and then here come everybody else. That's the problem. Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Now, what's Rutty Rock Boys?
The Rutty Rock Boys was a group of cats that came from Detroit and linked up with some Youngstown cats and made the pipeline back in the early 90s.
Wow.
And I'm going to say the late 80s, early 90s. I don't know exactly numbers of the years, but everybody heard about them and know about them. But them cats was putting on some Chamber Brothers shit. Like, cats went and did 20, 30 years in the feds for the Rutty Rock shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, they them first cats that brought crack to Youngstown.
Oh, okay, talk about this. Is like a storytelling time. Talk about that for a second.
Yeah. Rutty Rock Boys, you know what I'm saying, was from Youngstown, Southside, and a couple other cats on side of towns, but the main side of town was Southside of Youngstown. But they're the first cats from Detroit to bring crack to Youngstown.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? It was the Rutty Rock Boys.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They brung crack to Detroit, brung crack to Youngstown.
Man.
We ain't know about crack till that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And that's the pipeline. That's where it all started. Even before then, probably, but my history books, that's where the real connection started. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got rich. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
First cats to bring crack down there was the Rutty Rock Boys, the pipeline.
What do you see yourself and your music being about a year from now?
I feel like a year from now we should this time next year I feel like I should be getting paid. Like a year from now I feel like you gonna look different, I'm gonna look different. You know what I'm saying? On a greater, bigger scale.
Yeah.
As long as we keep doing what we doing. But a year from now I just feel like everybody around me and everybody I love gonna be blessed. And, get everything our heart desire.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Is there anything you want to promote?
Right now, I want to just promote this Icewear Vezzo, Came From Nothing single. You know what I mean? And I got the AK to the O, my dog, Shotty Out. That's streaming everywhere, too. You know what I mean? AK to the O with Shotty Boy. Shout out Shotty. Shout out Doug, man. Everybody subscribe to my YouTube. We good, we straight ENT, Rutty the Goodfella. You know what I mean? Subscribe to that. I'm just trying to basically build a brand, man. I mean, I've been doing it, but it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because we doing it out of our own pockets. We ain't got no help. We ain't got no big homies, none of that. You know what I'm saying? We doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Since day one. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's why I'm here. Just to try to get, you know what I'm saying, people to see you, follow you, and fuck with me and fuck with the other artists you interviewed and be like, oh, who is this cat?
For sure.
I fuck with him. Let me go subscribe. Let me go add this shit to my playlist.
Facts. No,
You know
we said some legendary I mean, you said some legendary shit today for sure.
For sure.
Tell everybody how they can find you on social media, man.
I'm at Rutty the Goodfella on Facebook. My Instagram, Rutty, RUTTY_TGF. My Snapchat is Rutty the Goodfella. And I just started my TikTok as lonely _@_the_top, lonely at the top, man.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you being a part of this, man. This was like a good history lesson, plus just understanding Ohio's side of things a little bit more and seeing that you guys are feeling like you're next up and it's your time a little bit. So
Yeah,
to share that light that's going on in Detroit and share it into Ohio.
For sure.
And
for sure. It ain't even like that we next up. Like, we just need to get it together. Like, I need to link up with more Ohio guys. That's why I got the AK to the O with Shotty. But I just come up here. I want to be the Ohio cats that Detroit niggas fuck with. Because that's really who I am. It ain't like I'm faking or trying to ride waves. No, I really come up here and be in the hood. I really come up here and be in the trenches and get accepted and get love. Because I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the street niggas across America. It ain't just I get love here. I get love here more than anywhere, the most. But when I go to any hood, I'm a street nigga. And niggas know it. And niggas respect it. And I stay humble. I stay in my lane. And I do ready. Because I'm good. I'm straight. Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for being a part of this, man.
Appreciate you, Kale.
We said a lot of legendary stuff. Hopefully you guys stay throughout the whole way with us. High Low Visuals is shooting these productions for us. We're at Parallel Sound Studio. We're out. Peace.
Good looking.